challenging at times, but it's still well worth it. As a teenager, I had personal experiences. I grew up in a home that was of the Civil War area, was actually built in 1808, and I saw a soldier in full form. It was me and two of my teenage friends, and the girl standing beside me said, "I can see through his legs." The moment she stated that, he disappeared. So my paranormal interest really began in that farmhouse. I actually built this home in 1991. And from 1991 to 2002, we had no experiences whatsoever. I had a relative pass in 2002, and like most homeowners, you try to debunk those instances to come up with a logical explanation as to why something moved or what has happened. For us to have a family guest come here to bring it to my attention that there's some things you can't explain. So this renewed my interest in the paranormal. And starting a group, and it's Central Virginia Psychic Development and Paranormal Research, where they could meet and openly discuss experiences. We found most people don't talk to your family or friends or co-workers about this, so this is a group that they could come together, share their experiences, report what they've been through, and the realization that I wasn't alone. I'm not the only one that's had these encounters. Like I said, we didn't realize we would start getting actual investigation requests. The need to know is what drives the team, but also the help in these families. 90% of investigations are confirmations. You have a rare handful that people are living in fear, and we get to those first. And what they're looking for is, like I said, they all begin when they request an investigation with the phrase, "I am not crazy. I'm a working professional and this is what I do, but I've moved into this location and this is my experience." And what we're looking to is to validate or duplicate those experiences, to let them know, there is something there in your home. Because in the beginning, we began as a group that was interested in paranormal and a group that was willing to help families with a very limited amount of equipment. Since then, we have picked up a sponsor that has helped us with our equipment. We're growing. With the equipment grows your knowledge, your experiments, your research, and we're constantly seeking to try something new. So no, this is nothing we would just give up. So. Several different items that we use. We'll start with our monitor. This is actually hooked to our DVR. We have a 9-channel DVR system that we run. It gives us the capability of running 9 infrared lights. And if you want to take a look, see what our cameras look like. They're all here. These are actually infrared lights that run in complete darkness. Some are 3.6 millimeter, some are 6 millimeter. Just depends on the setting that we're going to use. Other gadgets that we're using. We have many digital cameras. We have several digital recorders. KG meter, most popular from the television set. It's a form of EMF. We have the actual EMF meters to show how many gas meters are in the room. Your LED lights, we have amplifiers so we can actually hear EVPs in real time. Thermometers, run a digital thermal thermometer, as well as just a regular probe so we can measure the ambient air around us. Our whatnots, flashlights, lanterns we carry. We don't use any candle lights, little battery powered flashlights if you need to illuminate an area. First aid kit. And then, of course, we have a duffel bag that is nothing but BNC cable, extension cords, tripods, things like that. And lately incorporated has been the small black and white television set we use for white noise.
Okay, it's going to start off where I'm saying, "This is Ryan. I'm setting my digital recorder here by the back door." Then it'll take a few seconds and you'll hear a woman's voice whisper my name. So you have to listen closely. If it's quiet, we should be able to hear it pretty good.
This is Ryan. I'm setting a digital recorder here in the kitchen by the back door.
Give it a second. There. Putting it down. Needless to say, I giggled like a little girl first time I heard that. I was never told, no, this doesn't exist. There's no such thing. It was, they are out there. So I think that kind of helps. How many people can actually say I'm a paranormal investigator? I mean, you go to work during the day and you pay your taxes and you get your car insurance and you do all this stuff and everything else. But then on Saturday nights, you pack up the gear and you go to this house, people you've never met before, and you sit in the dark and try to talk to things that aren't supposed to be there. It's great. I love it. You sit and you listen to hours and hours. Like my first investigation, Whaley'sville, 12 hours we were up in that place. And, you sit there and you're listening to, you think you've got maybe 5 hours, because you turn it on, turn it off, turn it on, turn it off. And then you hear that one that made that entire night completely worth it. For me personally, it's that need to know. And yeah, that might be a little bit selfish, because when you do go in and you help someone, that's great, because these people do need help. They're scared. And I think it really comes down to personal knowledge. You want to know, whether or not they're telling the truth. Is there something going on in their life that has led to this? It's just curiosity.